Are you sure?
Well, I've hit the record button, and that was commented on, Kane. You have said, "Are you sure?" at the start of the episode. So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I don't want to use my one pass, so I'm not gonna say the word yet.
Kane is here and speaking.
You get the one time only. That's it.
Yeah. Serge told me so.
Ah.
Serge sounds
Anyway.
suspiciously light-skinned for a man who gave you the light-skin pass. Or the N-word
What?
pass. Kane, you
Don't-
have the light-skin pass. You're a ginger, you own the light-skin pass. You
That's
have...
not what light skin means, though. You do
Possession
know
of the
that,
light-
right? You know, light skin is also a black guy.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I know, but it applies to
It applies
a
to
man
ginger.
as
It implies
ginger
because Kane
skin.
is.
Yeah,
Do you think Rando has
Another
both
solid
passes?
racism for the day.
applies
Okay.
because Kane is also very light.
Roman, you
He's
see the
also-
man on the screen currently in front of you. What pass does he have?
I
He's
can't.
tan. He's tan.
I see many people on my screen.
What? Oh.
What are
we
you,
talking
which screen?
We're talking about Rambo.
Go to D&D.
The D&D roll 20.
This little twink. What's up with him?
Does he get a pass?
Does he get the pass?
He's got
Well,
the
what
pink
pa-
skin
what
pass.
pass do we? What the
Hold on,
gammon
hold on.
pass?
Rambo's literally a half white man.
Hold up.
Half white, half black, 100% gay.
I'll show you the official certification, Roman, real quick.
Oh yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just-
Send me the
I'm-
picture.
I'm not getting
Let
into
me-
fucking
let me-
Minecraft.
Yeah,
I
let me
fucking-
just send you the
Oh, I'm
official
not either. I
certification.
just
There
like
you go.
stoking the fuels of flame.
I was gonna say, if this is what we're getting into, I'm going back to bed.
There you go.
Anyways,
Yo,
So
twink.
I
What's up?
right.
There you
So,
ask.
There you go.
lads,
Hold on.
lads, wakey wakey.
I
Here we
am
are.
a woman. Thank you.
You are part of the lads. Like Nee's part of the lads. You're part of the lads.
Okay.
Just how things are. I'm sorry, Amina. But let's
She's one of
cast
the
our
boys.
minds. She's one of the boys. So last time on our lovely little adventures in D&D, you all, well, met a certain lady in a certain place at a certain time.
Was she one of the boys?
When you haven't decided yet, from what I remember.
Mhm.
But yes, you met Morpha. I think that's her name. I don't remember. I haven't got notes on me right now. But you met her. And upon meeting her, you discussed whether or not you wanted to be freed from the bonds that you are currently found yourselves in. After a brief discussion with Six, the rest of you were brought inside and talked to her a bit, asked a few questions about certain things, and eventually took a rest. After that, you'd all woken up and discussed amongst yourselves, now that she was gone, what you really planned to do with the knowledge that she was rebelling against the Ferrite family. And all of you came to the consensus, or at least most of you did, that you should let the Syndicate know of the current dealings and doings and dodginess that is happening. And so, you guys returned back from Section 7, back now to Section 5, where you met a informant for the Syndicate, and are now back to, talking. So, I think it was Six, Jacob, and Coco.
No, Lono.
Lano went. I can't remember whether it was Jacob or Lano. It was one of you two. I knew it was, but didn't know which one. But yes.
Which one of us? What? Sorry, I'm.
Went to go meet Coco's boss, basically.
Ah, yes.
But yes, so the rest of you are currently outside vibing. You've gone to a nearby cafe. It's called the Cat's Garden Cafe, in fact. There's no garden, there's no cats. It's quite dingy. But it's there. And you guys are currently sitting outside.
What a fucking disappointment.
Never coming here again. This was the worst
Yelp
time
review.
to spend my time. I'm putting this on Steampunk Yelp.
I'm right.
I'm putting this
writing-
on Shriek.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
So, but yes. 6, Lono, and Coco. In this quite run-down and quiet room, you see, standing and waving you in as you're sitting outside the doorway, well, Coco, you know him as Randy. He is currently just beckoning you in. From what you know, Coco, he is the one who's talkative quite a bunch of the group.
Yeah.
Those who have met him knows that he was quite diplomatic when deciding your guys' fate and didn't want to kill you guys right off, even after the lion was being a bit of a cunt. But yes, you see him and he beckons you in like, oh, come inside, come inside. So, what are you doing?
I'll come inside and back in the other two we follow.
You dog. Yeah, okay. Lano? 6. Lano and 6. Two people who should be here right now.
Wait. Oh, okay, my voice sensitivity was fucked. Yeah, I'll walk in.
Okay. Lano, Ruben. I assume you walk in too? Are you eating? Are you consuming? I think he's consuming. I'm just gonna assume he goes in because he wants to know. So, you three are brought into this run-down room. You see a table with 2 seats, what might pass as a chandelier to those who haven't seen it before. You, Lono, and you 6, you definitely know that this is 2 candles and a stick attached to the roof, sort of lighting it. And you see this patchy, creaking mess of a bed in the corner of the room with some ragged sheets over it. This place does not look the most hospitable to live in. But even still, Coco, you are beckoned over to a seat.
Yep.
And to the table with 2 seats, and Randy sits in one, and you sit in the other.
Yep.
He'll look at you, give a short smile, and look around the room and just sort of turn to 6 and Lotto and go, please make yourself comfortable wherever you wish. Just get comfy. The bed will do, I suppose. No?
I'm gonna follow 6's lead.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
stay
ears.
standing.
Bodyguards for the kind of not. Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
follow my normal
representative
role,
of the.
but keep it
You're
with
basically
6.
you're representative of the twins. That's what you are. You're there for the.
Thank you for
Interests of the
assigning me the
twins.
role that I assigned myself, not but 7 days ago.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's why you're here. That's
Helpful.
the only reason you're here. That's what I'm saying. You're not here as a bodyguard. You're here.
Amazing. So, Coco, I assume you know of me, yes? These two, well, that lovely gent over there has met me. Sorry that we haven't had the pleasure of meeting, even though you work for us. It's been quite busy nowadays, you see.
You do not need to apologize, Randy. I understand your position.
Of course. Now, shall we get to business? You have told me that you know some information to be brought to light, or at the very least 6 knows some information that would be useful to us in some way. And you wanted me to represent and come down to hear it firsthand, so I assume it is quite important, you see.
Yes, I would say this is a thing that could benefit us quite a bit.
course, do tell, do tell. He sort of relaxes in a chair, lays back, and sort of gives you the entire breadth of room to speak.
6, there's no more details to me, but I can give you the gist, and then 6 we can describe it a bit more.
Of course.
So, this group and a third party, whose name is. I've made my notes. I've only got Mothra. What's his
Why
name?
have you written down Morpha? Morpha.
Malfa.
Morpha.
There's this person that we met called Morpha, who seems to be a contact of 6's or something. I do not fully understand the relationship. They, both our party and her, plan to take out the family. You know, take out the.
Which family, sorry? I assume the ones controlling this floor, the Ferrite family? Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at my notes, but my notes don't say anything.
I see.
Oh, it does. I just couldn't read it. It does actually say far right there. Yes, they plan to take up the Far Right family and somewhat take control of this floor. 6 knows the details a bit more if you would like. 6 would like to present them.
Of course. 6. The floor is yours, my friend.
Now, time to present your group project.
Oh god, I'm out by.
Malfa wants to take back the floor that used to belong to her family. I believe us helping her would be, and putting her in place there would be better for, well, us and probably for you than the Ferrite family currently.
It's true that the Ferret family have not been the most open to contacts with us. What makes you believe this Malfa person would be any more willing?
She's more open to negotiation and more open to help people rather than the Ferrites currently.
Just want to be clear. It's just Lano, 6, and Coco in the room of
Yeah.
the party.
If any of you wish to attempt to spy in, you may certainly do so.
So
but
we're
currently-
all
You don't
generally
really
outside.
know where
You're
you are
outside.
either.
You're literally just across the street, sitting at a cafe.
Nice, cool.
I'm not moving my butt. I got my tea. I'm happy. Thank you.
To call it tea would be a bit of an overstatement. It's warm, certainly. It's flavored,
the-
certainly.
It's the best that this floor can do, and I appreciate it regardless if I hate
And
it
there
or
is
not.
sugar. You do taste some sugar in there, actually.
Yeah.
Jacob
Why
is
don't we
going.
move
Jacob is like messing with the bottle that holds the oil of etherealness, and he's just like sort of like he's not licking it. He's like sniffing it with even though he doesn't really sniff. He's just like trying to get
He just wants that
something
high
out of
again.
it.
He wants the
Yeah,
high.
he wants it, bro.
Okay,
Yes,
check your messages.
certainly. Oh, thank you, New.
Surprise.
Also, okay, thank you.
What's this?
It's a big surprise, you see. Very big surprise.
Sorry,
but I will
as
get
soon as
working
you
on
said
it.
surprise, my brain was just like, ta-da! Like, why do I
Ta-da.
imagine
I was doing the hand motions for the ta-da.
that's why my brain went ta-da. 'Cause- okay,
Oh, I love
apologize.
the
I don't
comment
mean
that you
to-
found the art, Neve. Thank you.
It was all thanks to Roman. He gave me his name. I couldn't remember it for the life of me. I just knew it was Crowman.
Also, Pigman is named Trevor.
Trevor. I don't know why I thought it began with an S.
Nope.
None of them begin with an S. Why did I think it began with an S? Because I called him Soulman. That's why.
because of the Phantom 5th Syndicate member named Steve.
Steven.
No, it's because he stole a soul.
Yes.
That's why I thought it was Ness. Also, feel free to change the names of them, Gad. I was just being funny with the names.
I don't need to. They're fine. But yes. So you believe she can be trusted to an extent? 6.
I do.
Do you have a personal bond with this lady, perhaps? Coca here made it sound like you have some history.
There's a little bit of history. We have more of an understanding.
Understandings are good. Diplomatic processions. Do you consider yourself a good judge of character, 6?
Silence
I'd
is
like to
definitely.
think I can. I like to believe that I know who I can trust.
I see. Well, is that all you wish to tell me, Coco? And inform me? Not that I am understating the value of what you've told me. No, it's quite important, actually. I'm grateful for it. I just wish to know if there's anything more. Your report
You-
did state what you've done so far, and we are pleased with your work, of course. But I just wish to know if there's anything else that I should know before carrying on with the information the information that you have provided. You see.
More.
I'm just
Go,
sorry,
go.
sorry, I didn't. Yeah, yes, sorry. Sorry, my dogs are barking at me with the mic. What was that?
Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
I don't have anything personally now.
I see. And you, sir, can I get your name? Looking at Lana.
You really me, don't you? Hold on. Sorry, the twins gave me a sandwich.
I see. Well,
I'm not gonna
finish. Would you like some water to
Yes.
wash it down?
I have some apple juice actually. Hold on. Let me just
Stared.
Lovely. Anyway, what was your question? Sorry, I was distracted by food.
I merely was just asking who you are and what is your role in this company.
Oh, my name is Lono Boo. I'm
Lano. I see. You see him pull out a notebook from his side and just jot something down.
On that note, throughout all of what's happened, can I make an insight check on this dude? Just kind of from what I've observed.
What are you
of him?
checking for?
I just kind of want to get a judge of character. You know, trustfulness, just like an overall. I'm not gonna say vibe check because that's dumb, but I
Can
just
you
wanna-
have a vibe
want-
check?
But you want to get a vibe regardless, not actually
Yes.
vibe check him. You just want to
Okay.
vibe check.
Make me an insight check.
Boom. Oh,
Yeah. By the way,
Lano could
CAD,
read the book.
in my note CAD, I did actually say a description of what the twins and the turtle, the names and everything.
I
nice.
see. I'll reread that.
Yes.
Did you
I'm
say
a-
that when typing that to
alright.
me, or did you
I-
just say
I was gonna
that
say-
now?
I said no. I said it, but I didn't make it obvious that I meant them. I said we can hire people.
a detailed
and
description
we'll
of all
list
of. Okay,
the-
yeah, I see.
then
I
I
sort of
can
glanced
hire
over that
people.
as in like the ferret family, but yes,
Nah,
thank
nah.
you. Okay.
Why in the actual fuck are you talking about me? Fuck.
Because you're in the group.
Exactly.
Oh.
I see. So
Yes.
you're Lono then, the one Coco described to me. I'm gonna say he's a hard read. Lono. Can't really judge much off of him. So you're the
poker face.
one taking care of the twins, as I understand it.
I'm a bodyguard of sorts. But
I see. An honourable role for a gentleman such as yourself. A few questions about the twins, if you don't mind. I do not know much of them. I only know that they are human, yes? From the judge of you, you look like your skills line up with martial affairs, no? Would that be correct?
Does the massive delay for the heartbeat betray me there? Yes, that's more my expertise. As I
I see.
said, bodyguard.
And the twins, can I inquire as to their specialities?
They
If they are traveling with this group, I do not imagine they are limited in terms of ability.
they are aspiring inventors of sorts, hoping to make their mark on the world.
I see.
I'm here to protect them in their adventures. Fortunately, through means not of our own creation, we ended up being thrust upon this group in a degree of time of need for them, helped them out, and have become stuck in a bit of a mess created by a cat.
Hmm?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, you said something at the end there. A cat?
Oh, did it not mention in his reports?
Actually, no, I actually did.
I'm aware of some altercations happening, but I do not think they wide-reaching.
They have pushed me and my group off our intended path. That is my point.
Let's see. Another question for you and the twins then, Lono.
Damn it,
If you-
just one
oh.
point.
You finish? By all means, finish.
Sorry.
I merely just wish to question you about a few other things. So, you know of the Syndicate, yes?
I do know.
What is your view of it?
Good question.
It's not something that many people consider. I do not mind if you generally have no idea about what you think of it.
I do not know much of what you do or achieve in your little group. I believe that sometimes a hard stick is an effective tool in bending the whim of people. However, I also understand that a quiet whisper can have just as an impact as I said, hard stick. So, depending on where your goals lie, will depend on my opinion of you and this group. Unfortunately, I do not know those goals, so until I see some action, I can have no say on
I see.
what my opinion of you is.
Very well. A very well-reasoned out answer.
The
Well-
twins took me well.
Indeed. 6.
Mhm.
Have you given any thought to our letter? And to perhaps joining us, like Coco here has? Merely asking.
Interesting.
A little. I'm still not certain of my answer yet.
Of course, take all the time you need.
Been-
We understand it's not an easy thing to choose.
I've been rather busy these past. How long has it been? However long it has been.
A while. A long while.
If you've been busy
Couple
enough
months
to forget,
at this point.
pretty busy.
Maybe like a month, I think. Yeah, I
This
think
past
about a
month.
Sorry. Ooh.
What?
I just had a weird thought pop into my head about express mail.
Express mail.
Oh
Why?
no.
That made me spit out some of my pizza.
Wait, you have a sandwich and pizza, goddamn.
No, the pizza is a sandwich. No, the sandwich is pizza.
Kane is depressed.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Lono, and thank you for your report, Coco.
Likewise.
We will take plenty of thought into your request. However, if we are to continue down this course of action, we would like to meet the lady herself at some point. Perhaps you can facilitate that? She seems to trust you
We
quite a
should be
bit,
able-
Six.
We should
We
be able
trust
to
you.
arrange that.
Of course. Well, sounds lovely. Yes, I believe that is everything. In case any of you have any questions for me. No? Good.
Not currently.
Very well. Thank you for your report, Coco. Pleasure to meet you, Lana, once more. And Six, it's a pleasure to see you again. He will stand up and begin walking towards the door. And he'll turn back to you, wave a little, and proceed to merge through the door. Not opening it, just walking into it. And then he's gone.
Man needs to learn how to use doors.
It's not how they work.
You did it wrong.
Bro.
Come here, I'll show you.
Coco, Six, and
So-
Lano, you are left in this dilapidated room.
Coco. You have anything to say to me?
Morgan. Morgan!
Yes.
Ruben was talking to you.
Do you have anything to say to me now, Coco?
About what?
Isn't that just the question?
No.
Before we arrived to this place, do you remember what you said?
Don't say anything. Don't say anything stupid.
Interesting that.
You remember that one, at least.
Maybe next time, you should listen to your elders and trust that they know what they're doing.
Well, one, I didn't know who was coming. If it was one of the others.
As I said, maybe next time you should listen to your elders. Now,
Yeah, we're gonna knock
I
them
believe
up for
Luce had
anything
some
else instead.
tea. I need to go find it.
Let's get going then.
Jacob's trying to get high outside, and the Kretsu's drinking her tea.
I'm drinking my subpar tea. Like,
I
Even
want to be
distilled
really
it's-
mean and say that whatever I was drinking, she would have used prestidigitation to change the taste of it.
Oh, I
it's
see.
fine.
Right, I see. That's why. Yeah, the funny thought. I see. Okay. Yes, give me a sec. But yes, you all, I assume, regroup. Or are you still interrogating Coco?
Nope,
no.
I'm walking out.
I'm walking out as well.
I don't need to interrogate Coco.
Okay, I do need to ask because Neve asked us, like, isn't there another guy there, or was it just Rambo?
Yeah, I thought there was another guy there.
Nope, it was just him.
Okay. Okay.
There was the
Sorry,
guy
don't
who,
remember his name.
who you originally contacted, but he just told you to visit this place.
Fair
I
enough.
apologize. I can't remember the name you gave him, so that's why I just said Rambo. It's like
Randy.
Randy. Okay.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Technoblade is Trevor.
not
Philza is
bad.
Phil. Nikki
Not
is still
bad.
Nikki. Ranbu is Randy.
Okay, I'm just going to
Very
let you know,
similar
Dad.
names.
I don't actually know the people that you're basing them off of. I just know Ranbu because that's what you called them before. So,
This is this guy. But yes. So, what is the party doing now? I assume in the meantime that you've been sitting here. Tink, you've been writing that letter?
I was just about to type to Lucrezia asking her if she wanted to write the letter or if she wanted me to. Sorry.
Yep. I assume that's what
Oh
you've
yeah,
done.
I can do that.
Send it to me
Did you
when
want
it's
to or did you want
complete.
All right.
But yes, no, it was only Randy. So you guys are basically free again. As you understand it, Coco, it will only take a few days, if even, for them to get back to you about whether they feel that this is the right course of action. Things tend to happen quite quickly in the Syndicate. But, yeah. There's nothing else you guys would like to do. What do you do? You may all sample some tea if you wish.
No.
Yes, please.
Of course. Also, Jacob, I assume you've been sort of paying for everyone's drinks? Just because you have
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
money. Remove
Jacob,
like a gold piece.
You're just
Uh,
in a
Jacob-
tea.
That's all their food and drink paid for.
You're just in a tea place, or
You are in a cafe.
We're in a cafe.
We're across the
It's
street.
it's actually compared to the other buildings around. There is this nice bright light on the window that sort of has an image of a circle with a small cat inside, just sort of peering and with its paw out, sort of scratching at the viewer. As you walked inside, those of you who weren't sitting there originally, you do see just this nice sort of I don't know how to describe it other than like parlor. Like it's got the serving area and then just a bunch of circular tables are dotted around the place. And it's got some lovely green wallpaper inside, and yeah, it's compared to other places here, it's not that depressing. It's well lit. And it looks relatively clean.
What's it called?
The Cat's Garden Cafe.
Yeah, I just wrote that in chat. I just wrote that to Amina.
He did actually say before you guys went in that this was the Cat's Garden Cafe.
I didn't hear that.
I was sitting here grinning the entire time because I thought you'd
I
tuned
didn't
in.
hear, no, I didn't hear that part.
Said it was a cat cafe, but that there was no cats.
I
There
just
was
heard
no cats
cafe.
and there is no garden.
I
Yeah.
just heard cafe. I didn't make a connection.
Oh, Contre, Caden. There is
There is now a cat
There is
inside
now
the
a
cafe.
singular
Holy
That
cat.
is
Mr.
true.
Garden.
There's a singular cat now.
If only we had fucking what's her name? I've already forgotten her name.
the druid dude.
Lisa.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Ruben's old character.
Thunder?
Lysander. Jesus. Sorry, it's been a while. I've got a lot of
Should
names
be
to
dead
manage.
by now.
Probably good.
Well, she is currently doing stuff in the world. It might be important later. Who knows? Probably not. But you all find yourselves sort of huddled together. I assume Tink is writing the letter.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
writing it.
Ah.
I'm writing
You
it. it's
see, you see Tink and Lucrezia sort of huddle around this piece of paper, pointing, going, "No, that's right. No, no, no." Sort of a bit of a sibling fight breaking out as they decide what they're going to write.
okay. Lucrezia
letter?
like smacking Tink's like hand when she goes to correct us like stop.
Yeah.
Darn it.
You see Basil and Io just sort of chatting, talking. Io sort of just peering around, looking at all the different humans in the place, sort of not trusting the drink that's also put in front of her.
There's one guy
That's all.
called Ham in here as well.
Oh no!
Can I kill Ham?
You may kill
Yes.
him.
Yes.
He dies instantly.
Yes.
He farts quietly.
Stop.
Oh.
Anyway. You also see some gnomes behind the counter sort of talking with what seems to be the proprietress of the cafe.
Proprietress.
It's same word, different saying. The word I'm going for. I don't know how to quite say it, okay? Anyway, you get back to writing, you.
I am. Shut up.
So yes. You, the rest of you who are talking to Randy right here. What are you doing? Would you like to inform the others? Or would you like to just say, okay, we're going now, then leave?
Well, as they approach, Jacob will turn away from his bottle, quickly put it away. How did it go, my friends?
All right.
Oh, it seems you've all gone mute.
It's okay. I'm reading.
A terrible curse must have been cast upon you. We must fix this immediately.
You've been cursed with the great curse of Kubalaga. Speak. I mean, the only person who's cursed currently is Jacob.
No.
It's more of an RP curse, it's fine.
I won't get to know what it is until I find out. But
Yeah. And you will find out.
but
You have, sir, indeed fucked around.
and I am about to find out.
But yes. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Coco, 6. Ruben, who's currently chewing on some pizza.
Let's go pizza.
Kane, would you like to say?
I'm just reading the letter.
Morgan, would you like to say? Would one of you like to say?
I want to say.
Cool. So,
Kane, you are
Jacob's
muted
like,
currently if
well,
you don't know, by the way.
guys, if it doesn't have to go every time. I know the combination of the three of you is a powerful mixture of disaster, and it just didn't work out this time.
It went well.
Oh, okay then. What?
So I finished reading the note. I just took another bite of this pizza. By the way, pizza was a great invention. I wish you all have it.
I
What are you
agree.
for?
I don't know if you're doing that on purpose or not.
I am doing it on purpose.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop.
Exactly, I was shouted at.
No, like I don't know if you're RPing it or you're actually eating.
He is
I mean, I am, but
We've-
I also have the capability of not sounding like a twat.
Yeah.
You'll be like a twat.
You still sound like a twat.
Yeah, I do, but that's beside the point. I don't sound like Morgan.
That's why I wasn't snapping it because I'm like, I don't know if he's RPing it and just
Yeah,
or he's actually doing it.
He's
Ugh.
actually doing it.
I kind of trust you to just stop when you realize you're doing something wrong.
Again, it was deliberate. Anyway, it. I
You can't see, but my head is in my hands.
I mean, look, I was eating earlier, but my.
Can we like carry on?
Yes, please.
Just the faces?
I mean, yeah. Just the really adorable, like, round faces with pointy. You know, like the types that you draw not really well, but you draw them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like clip art ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You get like 3 of them on the table. You have a tabby, you have a short hair, a British short hair, and then you decide the last one. What do you like the last one to be? Got a tabby, a short hair.
Russian blue.
Yeah. You have those 3 just sort of on the table. The tabby is closest to the twins, and it's sort of just also peering at the notes, the letter that you guys are writing.
Look like it's like leaning over, like hello.
Yeah. And they're just sort of sitting there, just glancing around. You do see a human woman just sort of glancing over, like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah. What are you guys doing? What is happening? Coco, would you actually like to inform the group of what you've done?
Where? Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what we've done.
You've talked to a guy.
I don't know what...
Where did you go? Okay, we lost a ginger child. Can we get the
that's what you mean.
on so that we can find this ginger child?
Okay.
Well,
Yes. Carry on.
We weren't there. We can't talk.
We discussed with a member of the group I'm part of, and it went well. We both sides of the courses. They found out some stuff about YouTube, which
Can you speak a little louder, please? Or at least put your
sorry.
thing. Your little,
Sorry. Oh fuck. Sorry, something literally just fell on the floor.
Are you good, bro?
So yeah. What was the actual conclusion of it? I can't remember. What did he say in the end? Like.
Are you
This
seriously
character
asking
is
me that?
absurdly
No,
understanding.
seriously, 'cause I'm tired.
Okay.
Can we just forgot?
To summarize what occurred, everyone. Coco told them everything that had happened over the past few weeks or days. And we spoke about the proposition. They would like to go and discuss with other members, and they will get back to us. So for us, on that front, it is a waiting game. What we might wish to do, however, is contact Scary Lady and see if this is something she might be willing to do, a partnership. And that is about it.
Very well. What can you say that name for me again, so I don't call her the name that
Morpha.
would make God very angry?
It's Morpha.
Morpha.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to get banned from the server. No, it happens
Morpha.
sometimes.
I didn't want to get banned from the realm of existence for mispronouncing a character's name. Instant trip to
very well.
the plane of fire
Then I
for you, sir.
Then I believe it's up to our masked friend here to contact her. He seems to be the one with the ability to do so.
You do remember that she did ask you guys to scout out the... just so you guys remember. Scout out the Ferret family household as well.
Perhaps we should...
Not saying that's what you need to do before you contact her. I'm just saying there's also that in case you forgot.
I'm sorry, I had to go for food. I didn't.
Stop. Chew and swallow. Chew and swallow. Good boy. But yes. 17th time today. What are you guys doing? Carry on.
We are making our way back to the inn that we were staying at, or at least the area we were staying at before we came to this meeting. I believe
Would
that's
you
the
like
best
to
point.
go back to the casino, or would you like to go back to the inn you were before the casino?
How welcome are
How welcome are you at the casino?
Yes.
Pretty welcome. aren't we?
Yep, you're pretty welcome.
Okay.
You guys keep spending money, you're very welcome.
Orpha doesn't care too much. It's also Malfa that is the female, not Morpha. Malfa is
Malfa.
yeah. Sorry, that was a mispronunciation by me. That probably confused me. But yes, Orpha is quite welcoming to you guys from what you remember. She doesn't seem to want anything bad to happen to you guys. She doesn't want to kick you out. She seems overall pretty welcoming to anyone in this establishment. So,
I mean,
think
yeah,
if you
because we're
went
pretty
there-
big spenders right now.
even still, you've seen people not spend a penny in her establishment, and she's, drinking and talking with them too, so. You have this feeling that you'd probably be welcome.
Well, in which case, group meeting. What is our next step?
Well, the cat's part of the group.
Do we want to come back to Mulfa with some, at least progress of our own, so that we can discuss everything all at once? Or should we go now and inform her of our deliberation?
If our goal is just to kill... I can't remember exactly what she claimed to be her plan. Was it that we must kill the old man?
Yeah.
James Ferret. She can
Just the old man, yes?
Yes.
Am I going to have to get a battle map, Ruben?
Ruben,
I'm gonna go grab a battle map.
Oh no.
Would it not be... I feel like this mechanical, horrendous woman. We need to distract her somewhat.
You mean Abigail? That's her name, right?
Yes.
Yes, that thing. So, the question is, and I'm going to quote my good friend Lucifer here, what is it that she truly desires?
No comment, Ruben.
Oh, Greg. She desires the head of Talgreg.
So, would it be wise to find some intel on that and send her on her way?
It is supposed to be our responsibility to deliver it to her. I believe it would be more in her interest to deal with it herself if it were close by.
What?
If we could cause a distraction in the name of Talgreg, we could get word out that he was making an attempt at another invasion, or at least a raid. Would she not herself then go out to deal with the problem?
And that's the question. Is she going... Is her goal to eradicate Talbrig? And if so, if we say we strolled into his camp and there was very little resistance. Unfortunately, we again could not kill him, but maybe she could. Something along these lines. And send her on her way. Would she leave the old man exposed?
Would she not just send us? That was our deal with her.
I don't
She would
believe we
send
can
us,
go.
but I believe she would also go herself. Similar to the first battle we had with Talbot.
If you can phrase it in a way that's not, hey,
Sus
we
as fuck.
we couldn't do it, but you definitely could, probably, maybe. Like, I don't see that holding up under weight.
It's somewhat a question of motive. On
While
her
you
half.
guys are chatting, I'll put you in slow. Anyone remember this one? Might be
I do.
images if you remember it. There you go.
Hello. I am somewhat back.
Great. You
What's
don't need to
what?
shout "I'm back" every time, Morgan.
What is that noise?
What you
You
do
guys-
Outside.
is get
Yeah, where-
muted. Oh my word. Ooh, my ears.
Did he decide to go for a jog?
Yep.
Is it right?
Oh, it's where I killed the old man.
Oh yes, the mayor. Or whatever.
It's also the first
What?
scene in the campaign.
I was gonna say it's where we first met the Steam Warden and we met each other.
Steam Warden Malia. If you remember. You probably don't.
One shot, one kill. Didn't even see it coming.
Oh. Oh.
But his bodyguards did.
One of them.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, good shot. Well played.
They don't care.
So,
Exactly.
in which case, do we meet up with? No matter what, Six, you need to get into contact with this mysterious woman you now have. That should be priority number one. I think our goal should be to go to Abigail and see if we can set up a date with Destiny. Or at least ask her what our next move should be. Something along these lines. Because I do not believe we've spoken to her since after the battle, correct?
No, I don't believe so.
You definitely wouldn't have spoken to her. She hates you.
I have an idea that may satisfy some few parties. This Barite family and Talgrig have been at odds for quite some time now, it seems. We ourselves are at odds with Talgrig. He is not in... We are not in his favor, let's say.
True.
If we were to deliver Abigail unto Talgrig, I believe that would be of benefit to both us and him. We need not reveal our true intentions, but if we could convince Abigail to come with us to attack Talgrig, then maybe we could approach Talgrig beforehand and set up an ambush.
I don't think that Talgrig has the mental capacity to do anything.
He had the mental capacity to save his own life in the face of cannon fire. He has that much.
A coward can save himself.
He led a massive invasion through
He's
this
the
floor.
strongest man there.
Do
He's always
believe
been the assessment that I have of Talgrig is that he has always been the strongest, and therefore he's always been the best. He's a bully, simply. He's been able to push around his weight and get what he desires by attacking the small folk.
perhaps we don't work with Talgrig, but perhaps we bring Abigail with us. At the main...
That is why I wish to go to
Yeah.
Abigail, to see if we can, in essence,
Drop her off
drop
somewhere.
her pretty much, but persuade her to go out adventuring with us.
Yes.
But unfortunately, Six and Coco have stayed behind, and her brother met an unfortunate bullet to the forehead.
She would not allow Coco to stay behind. He's the reason we're in this mess.
True.
I believe
She would very much would probably keep an eye
My
on him.
my point not being that we tell her that Coco's staying behind.
I believe either we take her out adventuring or we set up the ambush. There is a point where we could corner her. She is obviously quite capable, but with all of it together, I do not
That is
think.
another question. Do we believe that we would be able to take out this Abigail? If we were lacking maybe 1 or 2 members.
Sorry.
She's
In
dead.
the same, in this own loose.
I'm good.
In the same vein, if we may be asked for a certain help from this lovely friend that Six has,
Mhm.
I believe that she would be able to fight Abigail. Maybe alongside us.
She would.
Then, if we would like to enlist her help, then our first course of action must be meeting with her again.
Alright. Who has the sending stone, by the way? I would assume it's me, but I'm not.
You.
Just double checking. Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember.
I have a sending stone, which we discussed last week, but I don't remember who that was for.
Abigail's.
That was Abigail's sending stone. Okay, let's not get those confused.
Hey, I've got the plan to kill Abigail and her brother.
I have a
Oh no!
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Glad you think so.
Just opens up the sending stone, just like, hi, we've made some developments and would like to meet up.
Oh yeah.
Discuss them.
Why don't you tell me the general points?
Say it again, bro.
So why don't you tell me the general points first, and then we'll meet up. And you,
Right.
What?
Huh?
tell me you need me murdered. Tell me you
No,
wish-
no.
No, that was actually him sending it.
Dick.
I thought we were still joking. My
Nope.
bad.
Nope, he did it.
No. This is me sending to.
You've made progress already.
Ma-
Good to hear it. I'll meet you soon. You know where to go?
Where? Same place?
Same place.
Cool.
Suggested us to see what's going on in Target there.
You were quick, you know that?
Yeah, well.
And as you go to respond, it ends. Click.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm done talking. Fuck off.
So, what are you doing? It's the question on everyone's minds today.
We told, we decided that we're gonna meet with Molfa first. That's
Yeah.
the plan. And what was her response? I just did not hear.
She said meet same same place. Not.
To the church.
Then head in the direction of the abandoned ward of this floor.
Section 7.
That's-
Hell yeah.
We're
Did
back.
Lana
Let's grab the
remember?
tray.
Yeah, you remembered correctly.
I muted in excitement instead of actually being
What?
excited.
You
Let's go.
muted in excitement.
I did. I accidentally muted because I was excited.
Yeah, well done.
Also, Ruben, you really have been binging Lucifer, haven't you?
Nope. It was all off memory.
I don't know how
Like-
much I believe that.
I've not watched it in a
I'm so
while.
excited.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right. Well, sorry, I'm just getting the mentioned battle map ready. Feel like I should do that. But yes, found a very lovely battle map for it. So, you guys, I suppose, begin heading out. I won't bore you all with the details of getting tickets and everything again. You already know how to do it. So Roman just passed me like 5 gold pieces.
KK.
It's gotten cheaper. They know you. They think you're alright. And
We're
yeah.
valued customer.
Yes, you are. Very valued. Very valuable. You've got a lot of money. That's why they like you.
Oh, I thought it
Of
was my
course.
personality.
I have no personality, you're a robot.
What the fuck you saying? Ah!
I'm gonna be honest, an old peanut butter and jelly sandwich has more personality than most people in this party. Well, some, not most.
The fuck are you talking about, boy?
I haven't.
She's
No, no,
dead.
okay, never mind.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Not even your body could agree with that statement.
the attempt was there.
No,
I
I was trying to speak and my throat is like, nope.
No, I
Die.
I've got a clip for that. I mean, give me a sec. But yes,
Just like trying to speak in the throat. So I was like, you are not talking. Shut up.
just like hush the face.
My stutter's not even like real.
Actually,
Shut the fuck up! I'll do what
I'm gonna be
the
for a
fuck I want.
second.
You know what? No.
yes. So, you guys begin traveling. You head to the train station, you board a train, and very soon you find yourselves once again back in the abandoned ward. Since it's your second time doing this, you find it's much quicker than last time. That's the wrong place. You're not in the swamp, it's fine. You're not in Talgre's home.
We found it. Somehow on.
So, once again, you guys travel back to the church, and you find yourself back here. You got the token back, I guess. Yep. Okay. Didn't expect you guys to be back this quick, I'm be honest.
Yeah.
Hey man. Big speed.
She's big this time, and also in the background.
Ah,
Oops.
cool.
I'll go in.
But yes. All of you head in. She knows you. There's no shotgun pointed at your head this time. She went in. Which is lucky. That's good. That's nice. That's comforting. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Sure.
You can tell her that as soon as she told you her secret plan, you went and told it to someone else.
So, 6. You see Malfa
Mhm.
standing at the edge of the room. The rest of you do too. What are you doing? Same place. Next to the altar, just staring at the stained glass again.
Hi. We seem to have.
He's got Riz. He's got Riz.
What do you mean?
Carry on.
Hi, Dick. We're currently recruiting the help of a group that has helped us in the past to help with this situation. We're wondering if you would be able to cause the distraction to deal with Abigail, or help with it.
I thought you were going to talk to me about, something important, but it's just plans. Okay.
There's more to it.
This
than
is
that.
important.
That's
6,
not
I think
important.
you've missed out like 3 conversations.
So, what do you want to talk to me about? What is it? Like,
Sexual tension is
plans
there.
with dealing with Abigail? Do I have any? Is that what you want to ask?
Can you deal with her? And then we can deal
Oh
with
my gosh. Right.
Is this-
6, shut up. I'm exhausted already.
So,
Bro, no, let him cook. Let him
Alright.
cook. It's fine.
No, fuck you. Lano can give it a go.
You good, Kate? Do you want to go finish your food? I don't know.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Go
go
finish your food.
You eat your food.
Kane sits down with
You're
a
not-
sand.
You're not you and you're hungry.
Snickers.
Can't even be a
Um,
fake person when he's hungry.
So, basic premise. You want us to kill the old man. That's the plan. Well, we have some allies, as Six started to say. There is a group called... can we say the name?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Said it quicker to you than he did to me. We have a group called the Syndicate. They deal in intriguing things. If you
Do
get
you
my drift.
see her eyes widen a little bit? The Syndicate.
Just wave a little bit.
Yes.
They're allies?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you know,
He works for them.
yeah, I work for them.
The cat.
Yes.
Yes,
We-
the cat. Honestly, I was surprised too.
We ourselves have been acquainted with some few members of Syndicate, and relations
They
have not
just want
poorly
to
left.
help out of the kindness of their hearts?
I
well.
believe that a business deal was the intended goal. You keep what you have, what you'll get. But through it, you can share. They did want to set up a meeting with you, of course, and discuss the finer details. Don't know why I slurred that so
Pretty
much.
much, they just want. They couldn't get dealings with the Forward family.
And
tried to
you
get in
told
contact with
them
them,
that
failed.
I'd speak with them? Without
That's why we're
consulting me
here.
I didn't say
first.
anything.
We
Never
meant
said anything. That's why we're here.
She sort of clutches her head while leaning on the altar a little bit. Sort of massages
It feels to me, considering you've come to a ragtag group of about 7 individuals I haven't counted, I don't know if I can sometimes, that you are in desperate need of some allies. Would I be correct in that assessment? Or have you just been called for food?
No, I've already eaten. I ate curry.
Ah.
Wait.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
She sort of pauses and stares at you for a few moments, Lano, before sort of rolling back her eyes a little bit and sort of saying, "Go on."
So, considering the fact that you came to us, we decided to have a talk about what allies we could make. Because defeating this family might take more than just us in this room. So it felt important. And all it is a meeting. There is no contract that is already written up and sealed. An offer, that is my point. But yes, that is only one point. In any way, it might not be necessary to ask for their help in the current predicament, but maybe after the fact, to quell anyone that might wish to harm your newfound rule. They might be useful in this fact. We would like to try to, as we are sometimes so good at, sneak our way in and take out the target in as quick and maybe not clean a way as possible. So we need to get the robot out of the way.
Assume you mean Abigail?
Yes.
I take offense to that.
Cover your eyes, Jacob, and your ears.
Fair point. But somehow you have more of a heart than she does.
Oh my god, it's like that's the entire point. Oh, anyway, carry on.
Oh, that's crazy. Anyway.
Oh my god, no way.
It's almost like there's a reason the character exists.
No.
I'm trying to tell a
So-
story.
So
Anyway.
in which case, is there a way that we might be able to distract her? Defeat her, maybe, if possible, and take out the old man all in one fell swoop.
I mean, surely if we take him out first, then the old man would not be that much of a problem.
Well, do not
Oh, hi.
underestimate. Do not
I
underestimate a man.
love the fact that the people that had this conversation 3 hours ago are now discussing the same conversation we had 3 hours ago, when the person we're actually asking is right here before us.
We want him chatting.
The old
So,
man is more
what do you
capable.
think?
Well, what have
Can
you
you
guys
take out-
discovered?
Can you take out Abigail
Alone? No.
with some of us?
Maybe. Doubtful. Need all of you.
And
if
with
I'm
some of
honest.
the syndicate?
It depends. What are they offering up?
Well, then we must have a meeting then, surely. Maybe discuss some terms and see if we can take out
The
wench.
reason I inquired to you fellows is because, well, you were easy. You were in their clutches. Then I saw you fight, and that only solidified my reason to get yous. You're all pretty good at combat. You can all fight pretty well. Six is a sharp shot from what I saw. You, Lono, can keep a man at distance, even as he's charging you down.
I do
And
enjoy
Tink
that.
is
I enjoy
inspired,
that. She's
at the very
right.
least. If we are going to do as you say, try and take out Abigail first, and just leave the old man and try and just club him off when it suits
That,
us.
or even send in an assassin.
There is something you should know about the house.
Ah,
It's
excellent.
really well, you know,
Defended.
surveillanced.
Oh,
And
yes.
the Ferrite family has their own personal guard.
Looks at Tink, who got, knocked the fuck up by sleeping dart.
Yes, we did feel some of that.
You don't know that. I haven't told you.
Do not look at me, sibling.
Don't look at me.
God,
Look at me, look at me.
You're a little bit of a funny.
Okay.
I'm going to turn and look at Tink.
Can respond.
It's just a little bit of a funny.
But yes. The Ferrite family have their own personal guard, if you remember. They, the past few days, have been visiting the casino. Redfield. That's the only reason I was really able to get inside and talk to you. Not talk to you, spy on you. Sorry about that again. While they were gone. Guards were... there. The grounds were unguarded. But now with Talgreg being sort of, well, routed.
Obnoxious.
That's another word to describe him, but not what I was going for. They've sort of left their posts deeper in the city and have returned to the household itself. Probably to celebrate, drink, all of that fun stuff. The house won't be as unguarded as you were in previously. And, well, while we could certainly take out, I don't know, 20, 25, pretty easily on their own, With Abigail there, it certainly would be difficult. Not to mention the house's traps and everything. And if we're going to
Which is
fight
why-
Abigail, we need to fight it all together.
All together and away from the house.
That's even if we can lock her down.
So, would it be possible to send someone into the old man?
Unlikely is what it sounds like.
I appreciate what you're trying to do with the whole assassination technique. I love it. It's just, there are too many unknown factors about the house, about Abigail, and about their guard count. I assume you visited, right? You know.
We hadn't yet
We've been-
wished to discuss any further information
Is mine
before
not-
heading in.
Is man normally in his room? In his study?
Study your bedroom.
From what
as
you've
far
seen
as
from
we've- as
spying
far
on
as
him.
we have seen.
He seems to require quite some care to stay alive.
Certainly true.
Is it there was
Yeah.
a window in his study. What was outside of it? Is my question.
This is a question to the DM.
Yes.
There are certainly trees that could help gain a vantage point, but nothing stable and nothing well hidden from what you can see. You'd have to investigate, see if you can find a perfect prime
Okay.
position. The home is actually quite a distance out from the rest of the city as well, with a path leading up to it. It's not nestled in with all the buildings. It's on its own path with some thick grass and stuff like that.
Okay.
Also, I thought when you messaged it, this is not Discord. We do not use Discord to communicate. Sorry, I just shared the pings. I got very confused. If I thought when Six contacted me that you guys had investigated the lots, since you're allowed in and out. I guess I misunderstood.
Somewhat. We're just wishing to understand our options first, and then act accordingly.
Cad.
Yep.
Does Io remember the way around that she was taken when Basil was being helped?
Basil got helped to a guest room, and that was through the main stairwell. There was also...
Io is going to minor illusion as much of the mansion that she remembers.
Okay. What you guys know is that you were in a... You didn't really... Like, you were taken in. And this mansion is big. Really fucking big. And you were taken to very specific sections that were all nearby, so you don't really know how much of it exists, where entrances are and all of that, but sure, you managed to conjure up what you remember, Io. You guys can see the holding room that you guys are in, the stairway up to where Six was taken. Io, you know the stairway, and you know the corridor to the right, which is where your brother was left into a guest room. You also know there were other buildings outside of the main house, probably for storage for like animals, guard dogs, stuff like that.
And this is
supply rooms,
all-
stuff like that.
This is all I remember at this point.
Let me have a look.
Young lady,
Yeah.
what defenses or offense acquaintances does the old man have, personally?
It's been a few years since I've seen him. I don't know. Could have changed, but he's an inventor, much like your girls over there. And
Not anymore, he
Robot.
doesn't have it stressed.
Maybe not, but he's probably got some James probably has a few tricks up his sleeve.
So the chair or bed that he sleeps on, that is probably protection of some sort, correct?
Probably.
Does anyone have dispel magic?
I wish.
No.
Io?
I've got charm person.
That is a no for me.
Could get actually.
Well, in which case,
Fuck, I have to go great Abigail's character sheet as well.
we will. Our main reason for meeting you here was to check to see if you would be willing to have dealings with the aforementioned syndicate. We don't have a current plan on what we are going to do to actually take out the targets. But if you have any information, if you have any information that might be useful to us,
Just made ooh.
if you have any information that might be useful to us, it would be helpful to let us know as soon as possible.
The reason I assigned you guys with the task of gathering information is because me spying on you at one time was a rarity because their forces had moved out. It was actually quite a surprise to see you all moving, with Abigail in tow.
We do that a lot. We do move. Yes.
But if I know anything and if I have any plans, I'll let you know. As for the contact with the syndicate,
I think it would be a great benefit. But that is up to you.
talk to them. I would not be opposed, I suppose.
Good.
Lana, insight check on you. Are you going to attempt to? So what she's trying to figure out is.
Yeah.
Are you loyal to her? I have made, or at least to the cause that you guys are fighting for. Do you believe that you can defeat Abigail on that? That is a 22. Would you like to attempt to do a deception check? Or would you just...
Sorry, can you repeat the question to me?
Do you believe that it is possible, with her and with her help, to depose of Abigail and James, as well as are you? Do you want that goal? Is that something you'd want? That's what she's trying to discern. Is that something you'd want? Sorry. It is. Would you like to deception check it, or would you like to just tell true feelings? Up to you. I'll give you some time to figure it out.
Yeah.
While
Whoever's got their it's got their hand in a chip packet.
it's me and it's the wrappers of a chocolate digestive packet.
Ah.
But, why is
Persuasion, Cad.
ruffle.
I think overall it's persuasion, but I can message you the actual thoughts if you.
Well, are you hiding your thoughts? Is the question. Are you attempting to give something?
I can't exactly
betray
do that
yourself.
with my role.
I know, but I'm asking if you are.
Okay. The thing is, you've asked me 3 questions, and
Yeah, I've tried to clarify it as one. Do you is that something you want? Do you want to overthrow the Ferrite family? It's just the one. I was trying to figure it out while saying it, so that's why it sounded like 3. But that is the one.
see there isn't a yes or no answer to that.
No, I know, and you can give me a long form response if you wish.
So,
and you can go as detailed as you want.
you know what?
can be a
Considering the role that I just made, she just see probably an absolute look of exasperation.
Okay.
And just like, ugh, I just want this to be done, man. Like, let's just. I want a warm bed, you know, and.
Okay. I'll take that as an answer. And she will proceed to ruffle Touge. Back and forth. Ruffle.
Mm-hmm.
She's being a little rough, Io, with Touge, but not to the point of uncomfiness. Just sort of, his fur is getting everywhere.
It's
getting
okay,
picked
he's a
up and
familiar. He doesn't shed.
Yeah. And he's looking a bit confused every now and again as he gets picked up and but yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said she's ruffling Touge, and yet this is what appeared in my head. I know Touge isn't a ferret, but that's what popped into my head.
She's kind of doing that.
Sorry.
But yes. So, is that all you've come to say to me? Is that it? I'm happy to meet with the Syndicate if you believe they can be trusted with this. And it's possible to defeat them. But currently, we'd be walking into, well, Hornet's Nest.
Yes. It was more a question of logistics, which we came here for. And I believe we've got all the answers we need. And we have the way of contacting you if anything happens or changes.
Of course.
So, I guess we'll be off. Good luck.
To you too. She will stand up and walk back to the altar and just stare at the stained glass for a bit.
Well, I think now is the time to go see Abigail and see what our next action should be. What orders does she have?
Didn't she say that she would find us when she had something?
Well, it doesn't harm to go check in. We don't know what we're doing and we can't leave the floor yet, although we all want to. On her orders, so therefore we must
I'm
wait
gonna have to
for
grab
her.
all of your characters.
Even if we must wait for her in her house.
Come over here.
In her bed, even.
What?
Her
For a
behind,
robot, you have.
You have a weird no.
behind her television. Behind.
Right.
Underneath the rug. We will be there.
What the fuck are you on?
Which
about?
one of us is, first of all, which one of us can fit under the rugs?
Definitely Jacob.
Hmm. Is there a way of... Does... Twins. Does the robot have a reboot button?
Does the robot have a downsizing function?
I'd like to downsize the robot.
I think it's got like a virus or something, because it's...
I'd like to turn him into a cube.
Could we turn... Hey, that's wrong
And
campaign
he
game.
turned
Wrong
himself
No, I don't want to be cubed. Don't do it.
I'd give you a fucking choice. You're becoming a cube.
I was gonna put Io in between Tink and Lucrezia on this map, and then I realized, hang on.
That's a really bad idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Fair
so now
enough.
you're sandwiched between Coco, Basil, Six, and Touge.
That's just worse.
It's Basil and Touge.
It's Basil and
Yeah,
Touche.
but there's Coco.
Coco's in front, so he'll take the beatings.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
And Six is to the side next to her.
I just meant Coco is nearer. Like, oof.
Oh,
Why
so
would you
pointing
want
this way.
Oh, I was generally so confused. I was looking, I was like,
No, I think he's prepping a battle map.
There's a battle map left.
Just in case we do something stupid or
It
fun.
will also be the map you will be using if you choose to investigate and snoop.
Either way, I think we should head to Abigail's mansion.
Yes.
Because frankly, don't know what else we can do.
Yep.
All roads lead to...
You could attempt to
All
run.
right.
Certainly
We
possible.
could attempt to run, but I don't have the legs for that.
My back would give in.
My knees are not good enough.
Feels almost blasphemous.
But enough
saying
about Ruben. Let's talk about Lana.
Lana's knees would not. Also, that hits Ken. Thank you.
Could change Touche into like a spider and just have Touche crawl around the house and just do that. Just
I mean,
go to bed early and just do that.
You
I
said
am
spider.
I am for the
fucking
first time
scarecrow.
ever using the GM info overlay.
Well,
yeah,
damn.
actually, it's good overlay. It can
Because I need
sometimes
to
clutter.
plan
though.
the entire fucking mansion.
Yeah. Huh?
Yep.
Nice. Yes, I think either way we should head to the mansion. Head back to Abigail and see if she has anything for us. Even if that, hey, can we help, is ruse to gain information about the mansion.
Mhm.
We've done everything she asked. There must be a degree of trust.
You would think that.
Okay, right. This is gonna be a bit of a thing. Hey guys, welcome to this map for a second. Can you all please direct your attention to here? Can you see this ping?
Where is here?
We can see
Scroll
a
down.
thin line right there, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna draw a arrow, and it will reveal itself soon. So that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this text here?
This text.
There is no text there
No.
because it's on GM layer.
Perfect. Thank you. That's all I needed.
You.
Goodbye now. This is enough of seeing this. Bye bye. Bye bye. Say goodbye.
We don't get spoilers? Oh, damn it, we didn't get spoilers.
Spoiler, you die.
Oh.
Well then.
Are you surprised by this?
Lano dying? I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
It's just who gets him first. Old age or someone.
But yes. So, you guys will be leaving and back?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. let's head back to the mansion. Unless anyone has any other thoughts, but I don't really see what else we can go.
Perfect. Okay. Right.
Sorry, ADH brain took over. I've completely zoned out.
It's okay. So,
To the mansion. Da-la-la-la. So actually, it was probably about a day's travel. Da-la-la-la.
yeah. So you guys once again go back to the train line. The same driver actually of the train returning back sees you again and gets very confused.
Guess what?
Wrong stop.
I
eh?
always think it says 6. It says 7.
You need to get your eyes checked, man. Up aboard then. Come on.
Thank you.
One of you really should stop listening to it as well. You should check too. That's terrible behavior, honestly. And I'm not going to be here all the time, and some driver might not be as kind, you know. So just stay safe is all I'm saying. You will jump on and make your way back. And eventually, you will turn. Yay. After a few moments travel through these busy, dingy, disgusting, yucky streets.
Uh-huh.
Wait, this is the wrong GIF. I don't know why I have. Is that just the Vietnam, like...
Yeah, the book.
Cool. Yeah, you guys begin returning through the dusty streets, and eventually you do find yourself on the familiar path to the outskirts of the town and towards Ferrite family home. Now, how are you guys handling yourselves? What are you doing? Are you just walking like normally through the house?
I'm strutting.
Okay. With swagger?
Yeah.
The
I
exaggerated
sway in my
swagger.
step. My little tail's wiggling.
Okay. I thought that got blown off.
Shit.
It did.
This is the worst way to find out. I don't have a tail. Gah!
He cannot shake his booty. Yeah, so you guys are just heading there just normally then. Just walking up without any
Yeah, we're
fear.
not twerking there.
I didn't say you were, I just found this.
You just said a twerking gif.
He is
Work
vibing.
function activated.
I think I killed Kane.
Kane's dying.
Okay.
He's not. He's not okay.
No, he really isn't.
I don't know, but the idea of Jacob just changing to twerk mode, I don't know, just kills me.
Work.
Shit! Grenade! Throw it back, Jacob!
I'm doing it for the homies.
This one's for the boys.
This one's for the boys.
Right, well. I shall grab you guys. I will have a token that I need to make at some point, Neve, but not anytime soon, hopefully.
I mean, I can do it now. Photoshop is actually still up.
Okay, give me a bit and I will get it to you. So, you guys eventually arrive at the gates of the mansion, and I suppose it's time for you guys to come back to here. Yeah! Yippee!
Lovely.
And you see just vibing there. Couple of guys outside. Gonna be these guys, I guess. No. Yep. Thank you for the ping. think you guys would be doing
They
this.
do have the 20 sword though.
Thank you for your input, Morgan. It is
Yeah.
invaluable as always.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. You are glad we have you on the campaign.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
so, what are you guys doing? You don't see Abigail outside. You don't see anyone outside currently.
Apart from them two people in front of us.
You just see those two guardsmen. They were dressed in the same outfit that the guardsmen who went to Alpha's casino.
Ah, when we first met. Yes.
So you assume they are the Ferrite family guards. And they sort of eye you curiously.
Plan of action. Robots in the back.
Yes.
Yes.
Back of the
Booker
bus.
looks at Lono.
Where is Robo Parks?
It's not me.
No, you said robots in the back.
Yes. Yeah, it's not my choice.
Like,
Robots in the back.
Booker, if I could, I'd have you next to me all the time. You're great.
Well, thanks.
Anyway.
Uh,
Jacob, I don't want you anywhere near me. Gosh.
Mainly because you don't actually know each other that well.
No.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to
Yes, bro.
our RP point of notice. Jacob's soul forge is nowhere to be seen. But Io can probably hear the beating in his chest. I don't know if I mentioned that. Is just gone. He's not carrying it around anymore.
It did.
Anyway,
could hear it. Io, maybe. I don't know.
I have a 17 passive perception.
You can hear it occasionally through the intermittent.
probably
gears
just
and
when he
whistling.
passes by you.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Finn is howling to me.
Okay. Are you the group that Miss Abigail told to bring in? You're the ones who are currently working, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just check. So you're Jacob, correct?
That's
Wow.
right.
She just gave us a list of
That's-
names, not really descriptions.
Oh,
Definitely.
Jacob's the robot. I'm surprised she even wrote that one down.
Oh, well, it's here.
Jacob will sort of walk up and be like,
Wow.
"I heard my name."
Yes, you can go back to the back now, though, Jacob.
No.
We no longer sit in the back of the bus. Thank you, Rosa Parks. Fighting for robot kind.
Well, yes, I'm offended.
Robot
Okay.
Parks.
Robot
oh
Parks.
my
Roba
Robot.
Parks.
god.
Hey, bye-bye.
Yes, but Lono Boo, there's 6 and others.
Martin Luther.
Are we allowed to come in? Is Abigail around?
Yeah, she's inside currently,
Oh, excellent.
upstairs. She's speaking with James at the moment, I think, though. So,
Is
it's
he
not-
awake?
He is awake currently. Yes, the
Wow.
master is awake.
Wow.
Well,
Are we allowed to go see him?
I don't think that'd be wise currently.
Or at least go in?
Oh, you can come inside certainly.
Oh, excellent. Yes. Right. My
Corin,
knees are
Corin,
killing
get the
me.
door.
You know, I used to be a god like you, but then I took an explosion to the back.
Sounds
You're about to take a crack into the back of the head.
Weird.
sounds awful.
Oh, damn it, you're too far away. I was going to smack you upside of the head for that.
You can
Yeah,
be
screw
walking
you.
right behind.
Screw you, loose.
But
Runs
yes.
up.
You can't. Ah! Oh. Okay.
You guys are led inside by Corinth. Little guy here. This little
Corinth? The whole state?
Yes, Corinthia.
Wow. Crap.
It's been miniatured.
Oof.
Led inside. Lovely little place.
Oh no, what did I do? I'm finally awake. Yes.
So,
No, no.
as you guys walk up, is there anything else I need to reveal to you? Not really.
The best way to kill
Don't say that.
James would be great.
Through the floor.
Don't be dumb.
Okay, that's gonna be an issue.
I thought so. But yes, you will walk up. It's great. It's fantastic. Yes. So you're all heading inside.
Yes.
I realize why my brain is so foggy. Who's Morgan? Could you please delete that image?
What image?
The twerking robot.
But it was on
GIF.
theme.
I didn't want to see that.
It's on theme, I get.
We
Okay,
have
so you-
people get exploded in this journey. I still don't want to see a man's torso explode, you know?
What are you on about?
Okay.
Pretend not to know.
Well, anyway, hate this. You guys all led inside. As you guys know, this is this room over here is the room you guys were in before, the one with the hollow floor. This up here, you guys have not been to. That room there, you've not been to.
Did me and Tink not?
You went upstairs. You
That's
did see
upstairs.
it, but you did not go there. There's this hallway down here. There is. Sorry, it's so much work. There's this, which is a stairwell up, although it's not the main stairs that you guys used previously.
Mm-hmm.
That is located here. So that's the main stairwell you guys used. You'd enter through here, and it sort of spirals up, if you remember correctly. So yes, you are led inside by Corinth, and he goes, so, as you remember, or at least as Lady Abigail has informed me, you guys were located there. You can come and go between those rooms as you like, but if you're gonna go anywhere else, could you please just let us know beforehand? Be a huge help. Just tell Jim over there, hello, or tell Rob. Rob doesn't say anything. Or you can even tell Mark if you're feeling adventurous. Mark's quite a guy, you know. Get to love Mark. Gotta love Mark. Lovely guy. So yeah, yeah, you're welcome to come and go. Let us know if you're going anywhere.
Yep,
Abigail
of
and
course. Can you let them know that we are here?
Oh, suppose I could, yeah.
Yeah,
Give me just a moment.
that would be really helpful, actually.
He leaves and he's walking up the stairs.
Thank you, Timothy.
Corinth.
Kyle, yes, thank you.
Okay.
He's a good guy, that Kyle.
Yeah, great. Lovely chap. Why do you hurt him so?
And so he has to go.
Yeah.
Hey, oh. There she goes. She's a little bit high, a little too low. No self-esteem.
Let's make our way inside.
Where are you guys heading?
Jacob's not made of candy.
Jacob is. Does Jacob remember where the workshop is?
You remember it was down this hallway, and I'm pretty sure it was this room.
Jacob's gonna head this way and say to Rob. Was that what his name was here?
Yep, that's Rob.
Excuse me, Rob. I would like to ask if I may access the workshop and perform some maintenance.
Maintenance on your gear.
Maintenance on myself, as you see.
Alright. Well, if I follow you in there, won't be too bad. Oof. If you'd follow me.
Of course.
Oh no, Rob, what have I done?
Oh, no, Rob! No.
Extendo, Rob.
I think Jacob stood on him.
Rob was stretched that day,
in
and
this
he was never
story,
seen again.
I apologize. I didn't see you.
It's alright, happens quite often. More often than you think.
Alright.
That's weird.
Solid. Sorry. Fuck. Then you are led inside here.
Whoa.
With shelves and plenty of different gear.
Is there a room by... Oh, no, no. I was gonna say, is there a room here?
Oh. There's something there, but I won't reveal it to you guys because you haven't investigated the place. There's certainly stuff there, though.
I'm just gonna kind of address the rest of the party. So we go. Are you all gonna head back to the workshop as well, or?
Yes, 20 guys in the workshop. It's imperative.
Because I need a nap. I'm so tired.
Me too, bro.
The train was not at all comfortable.
Ah, yes. My favorite thing to hear from the party. Silence.
I will say to Rob, as I sit down, or as I grab a few tools from and a bit of like solvent and oil, just some things to sort of ease the process, or at least would appear to be something that I would use, and say, as I open my chest,
Okay.
and inside, the Soul Forge is beating, and it has started to fuse internally on the left side of my chest where a human heart could be. I think I'm fucking thinking of that right, unless I'm just getting my directions mixed
No,
up.
that's correct. Left-hand side.
Yeah. And it's just very like floppy. Like it seems like the metal is just sort of being drawn into the Soul Forge. And
It's
he says, but there's also just the other inner workings of his chest. And he says, I apologize, but this part can be quite delicate. Would you mind preventing any others from entering while I work? I need total concentration for this part.
Make me a persuasion check.
That's a 2.
Tell you what.
Persuasion.
I do want to give you your privacy. You know, I don't know how you robots do things. So I'll just stand here in the doorway. I'll just turn around for now, for the time being.
All right. As Jacob sort of cleans up the mess that is going on in his chest, he will examine the room for surveillance devices.
Make me a perception check.
That's
better.
That's going to be a 23.
Okay, Jacob. You see at this point here, there is a surveillance camera overlooking the entire room. It has angles on both front doors, from what it seems like. Sorry, I should say the entire room. It's very hard to know when it have here that there is a surveillance camera. And yeah, there are 2 entrances, one there, one there. And yeah, you do see that it's sort of peering back and forth. You notice also, as you're sort of looking around, sort of walking, pacing back and forth this area, I assume, just like here to here, around.
He would be seated, like
Okay.
around at this table.
Okay.
So that he could
you
get
do
a feel
see-
the higher. Yeah, sorry,
You
I didn't move my.
Here, down here, there seems to be, from what you're understanding, a fake panel. It looks a bit off. It doesn't look like it belongs and gels well with the rest of the place. And you see over here that there are some books missing, although you're not sure the significance of that. But that's what you are able to see from just a glance.
At least
looking around.
some books missing from what I remember from the last time I was here.
As you were very focused and riled up in creating your device, you did not really heed your surroundings, so I'm going to need you to make an intelligence check, a history check to see if you remember.
No, history, that's going to be an 11.
Okay. You do remember that there were maybe 1 or 2 books missing from that place, but from what you know, the rest of the books just seem to be engineering and sort of construction books. Like Baby's First Musket, that sort of stuff. Yeah, but you don't remember much. What is the rest of the party doing, meanwhile? Should I ask? 6, Lono. Let's go 6. What are you doing? I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to DM anymore. Lono, what are you doing?
I'm here.
Okay, 6. What are you doing?
So, I was gonna go to the workshop before Jacob did this shit.
Well, if you want to try and walk over, you can try and get in if you want.
Nah, I'm just gonna. Just go over to him, just like, hi, do you have, I suppose, like a library or something?
Library?
Yeah.
Place to read.
Need some information.
Yeah. Yeah, we certainly have one. Well,
Show me
we've
where
got
that
books
is.
sort of spread out everywhere, so what are you looking for?
Like engineering stuff, mainly. I'm
There?
currently trying to build something.
I see. You're going to want to look in the armory then, my friend. That's where we keep all of our engineering books and our creativity books, you see. Arts and crafts, even. We've got some of that in there.
This
Have
kind
you
of
made a paper swan? Or some origami? I've done origami. Very, very relaxing, as it is. Would recommend.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to the armory then.
Alright. Have a good day, sir. 6. You go to where you remember the armory being, and there is Rob.
Don't we're allowed into the armory. Thanks to rough.
A robot, the pretty little princess that it is, needs some privacy, as they say. He sort of chucks his head back and looking at the robot, fixing his chest and all that with all that gunk shit. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh well.
Do you mind if I wait in the room behind us until he's done?
That one across the hallway?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lounge area. I'm sure.
Wait, hold on. Who is that there?
Hmm? Oh, it's man with a mask, part of your group.
Actually, he might be of use to me. Let him through.
Alright then. And Rob will step out of the way. You take his position. While that's happening, Lono, Io, Lono first. Lono and the twins. I'll count you as a group. I assume you're gonna go places together.
But of course, before we head any further in, my fine friend, whose name I unfortunately
Jim
can't remember. Sorry, did you say something?
Which guy are you talking about? The guy who's going upstairs?
The guy
or
right next to me.
Jim, the guy who just talked to Six.
Jonathan. Yes, good.
That's a good name. Good name, Jonathan.
Yes, it's yours.
It's not.
What?
What do you want, sir?
Oh, yes, excellent. You're such a kind young man. I have 2 letters that I
2
think
letters?
are ready. But unfortunately, as we're not from here, we don't know how to send them.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we could send them. Are they? Do you know where they're headed?
Twins? Help. Please.
Isn't it 77th floor?
Yeah, Lucy, you just stay quiet. It's okay. We got this covered.
You guys do not remember what floor you're on. I'm not going to correct you. I want to see you struggle.
I swear it's
17,
77th.
but we're trying to go to 77.
We're on the 17th, but I swear
Yeah.
we're from the 77th.
Yes, I think.
I remember it was a double number, like it was the same number twice.
77 sounds right. I think you remember we did mention it before.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm gonna double
What?
check this
Ken,
shit.
what are you watching?
Things,
Six.
So,
watching.
yes,
Ken.
sent it to floor 77. In this house here, as you can see, the address is right there. For both the letters, quite clearly pasted. Oh,
Good,
my
yeah.
Jonathan, can you not read?
No, I can read them.
Oh, excellent. That's good to know.
We could certainly get those sent. Of
know
course,
how
they'd
much
have
it
to
would-
go through the Bureau of Censor, but
Wow.
I'm sure with what you guys got in there, can I know what they're about before? Or is it personal? If it's personal, then I won't inquire.
I
we're just-
believe it might be a little bit personal. Hey,
Yeah,
Tim.
it's fine then. It's fine. Never mind then.
Just a little bit personal.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, well, we can if we send them through the mail chute we have here that we use to talk to our families. I'm sure we could get those sent up for you nice and cheap.
And how long would it take?
Since we're using the tubing system, should only take about a week travel to arrive at the higher floors, and then it will probably be distributed. Which will take probably another couple of days. But by that
Is there
point,
any way of it being quicker? Is there like a...
well, you could
I'm
certainly.
about to say post office, and I hate it.
There's certainly other ways of doing it. There are private entrepreneurs who've sort of made their own systems. And you can certainly ask their help to get it delivered. Though they can be quite expensive. About 300 a letter.
Wolf, okay. Yep, just gonna palm it over to you.
Of course, we'll get that sent to you. Should only take about 10 gold pieces per letter to get it sent up. If that's alright with you, lads. Of course, I'm not keeping it.
Stop fumbling with my gold. Oh, wait, what? How many letters are we actually sending to? I didn't. Just to double.
Well, let's
check.
ask the lovely ladies. Are you both of you sending letters up, I assume? Since you're the ones looking quite bashful and also holding letters, maybe, in your hand?
Yeah, there'll be 2 letters.
2
Okay.
letters. Okay.
Perfect.
I'll just
Alright.
palm 20 gold.
Yep,
and-
thank you. That will be used for the service.
Yeah.
I haven't sent a letter in a long time myself. But, good,
Well,
good to know
enjoy
there's...
this one.
Yeah, but handwriting here is very good as well. Never seen
Sorry.
something
Luce, You don't have only a 250 gold left. That's a lot of gold. Only 250. Kids these days, eh? Huh.
Oh yeah, no. Don't understand what it requires to make a living now, do they? Just get paid money. Hang on. You're not from around here, are you?
Could you tell from the fact we're sending it to floor 77?
That and the fact you're dressed kind of funny. But yeah, no, I'll get the setup straight away.
Mm.
And he will
Yes.
take the letters and walk off. From...
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'll get those delivered right away.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, miss. Oh, sorry, robot man. Greg.
Yes. That is what I thought too, Tink. That is what I thought too.
Tell me what you're saying, please.
Never.
You can say it. You
No,
can say the
hearing,
words.
I'm just hearing a dig, like a fucking
You can
ping,
say
a
the
ping,
words.
and I have no clue.
You have voices.
I don't think Amina can say words right now.
I really thought you said, I want to have a small child with you after the session, Morgan. Not a
Pardon?
small chat. I misread
I mean,
Logan's
you know.
message.
Is there anywhere that I can? I'm just gonna
You're currently speaking to no one.
start walking upstairs.
Oh, well,
You gonna start walking upstairs?
Yep, just humming a tune.
You gonna use the thing? Or are you walking?
I'm gonna struggle up the stairs deliberately. I'll be right back. Don't you worry.
as
Don't
Coco's
do
gonna
anything
be
stupid.
He's gonna sign up to me.
Well, I'm gonna make you go up there for a second, Lano, and you're gonna stay there until we figure out what everyone else is doing. Io, what are you doing?
Heading back to the room that we stay in.
Yeah, I'm also doing the same thing.
Well, come on down to Funky Town. That's not the room. This is
Oh, he said a lounge. Actually, I might go in that room then.
this is the room.
I'm gonna have a small walk.
There's a piano here too, apparently.
Keep in mind, it's the room with the hollow floor.
Yes.
Still has a cool piano though.
Does?
Don't worry, he likes high places.
Yeah.
That is standing still, yes. I don't like moving high places.
You don't like moving high places.
Yeah, it's called a train. Nice up high.
Jumping on top of Jacob's shoulder must terrify you.
He is not even tall.
Anyway, you going up there, Coco?
I wonder what was in this room.
Are you gonna talk to Rob, or are you just walking in?
He's gonna just have a little wave and then just walk in.
Okay. Certainly possible. I hate how you can't middle click when you have the reveal areas tool selected. This is why it takes so fucking long. There you go.
Pretty interesting room.
You see inside just a lovely little rug with some seating. You see a well-worn rocking chair. And yeah, you just see bits and baubles. You see just a pen and an empty piece of paper. This time not a rat. Ain't that great?
My mission is to find a rat and put it on the paper. I don't rat in a piece of paper.
Go to New York.
And then the session will be over.
And then the campaign dies.
And the campaign is over.
You know what? Coco just wants to kind of just relax a bit. He's gonna sit down on the bare mat, whatever the fur mat, whatever.
You're sitting down on the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Morgan,
Carpet.
Morgan, can I request? Can you write a character for your future endeavors that is just literally, it has a really serious, really emotional backstory about a rat and a piece of paper?
You know what? That's gonna be my next character in this campaign. I promise you that.
Okay, thank you.
I love how Lucrezia and Tink have no idea about this reference.
It's for some reason the funniest thing has ever happened,
No
campaign.
fucking idea, my dude.
Like, it's the most weirdest shit that we could just randomly bring up. A random piece of paper. Like, it's so bizarre why it's just become one of our biggest jokes. But for this campaign.
Morgan, you're the biggest joke of the campaign.
The reason why it's become, or it was such a big joke, is because it was meant to be a really serious moment, and you barely paid attention to what was being said, and you just
absorbed.
there was
from it.
just a rash
yeah.
of piece of paper.
So yeah, I got teleported to a room, saw a random piece of paper, and then I'm pretty sure I left that room instantly, and I just said, "There was a random piece of paper," and that's all I ever said about that.
Anyways, long live the glory of a rat in a piece of paper's past. But let's
carry on.
Sit down, and he will speak the magic words of his claws, and his claws are going to change to a similar fur type. And what he's just going to sit on the floor with his legs crossed, and just with matching clothes, with his hood up of the carpet, and then just sit there.
Okay, good for you, man. Good for you. Lucrezia and Tink. What do you
He's a comfy cat.
Yes, he's a comfy cat.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Lucrezia?
To be honest, I have no fucking idea. Everyone's gone into all the rooms, and now I'm just standing in the hallway awkwardly.
You do notice there is a room up here, a room here, and a room here. There are also the rooms everyone else has been in.
Things Kroger would explore more, but he's literally the main suspicion. So.
Lucrezia turns to Tink. Where should we go?
I do have a quick question. Because last time Tink was here, they went exploring. Where was that staircase?
The one
Like
that you
that
went
we
up
went
with Lano?
Yeah.
It was this one. It was the main staircase.
That was
Lano's just got up. Let's go, baby.
I don't mind going like straight ahead. Like into the in the room straight ahead.
Like one of the 3 rooms up there.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm
Can I
trying to,
see the guard that's standing here, or is he like obstructed? I'm assuming I can't go in that room because he's standing there.
I mean, you can ask.
Always ask.
You can always ask. Yeah.
Always ask.
Lucrezia walks up to the guard.
I'm making
All right.
I'll follow it.
Excuse me. Are there any rooms we are not allowed to go in? That would upset the master and mistress of the house.
Oh, there are quite a few.
Oh.
But this is just the wine cellar, so if you're not planning on taking anything, it's quite fine.
Oh no, I won't.
Oh,
I don't drink wine, but I would like to see what you have.
Oh yeah, you may look around. Yeah.
Because if the refined Lady Abigail, I want to see what she has. So my family might like to try it.
Oh, Abigail doesn't drink.
What's this guard's name?
I forget. I think it was Mike. It's Magic Mike.
All right.
Would you like to follow me?
Would you like to follow Mike down into the wine cellar?
Can only
I
go
mean,
well.
I mean, I have Tink and Booker, so.
Nothing will protect you. Oh, that's no. No, you didn't see this. You don't see this.
Ow.
Eh?
I stare.
Come on.
Okay, stop doing that voice.
Come on.
My throat is hurting from listening to you. Please stop.
And you'll take it down there in a moment. I can't believe I can do that voice and then also do Huckwood's. So, Jacob and Six will turn back to you two.
So,
there's a turn order apparently now. I don't know why, but there is.
Well, yeah, let's sort of do that for this. Let's do an initiative for room time investment.
So it's Jacob and Six, Lono, Io and Bezu,
Well,
which I assume aren't
Lono,
doing much, Coco,
and
and then the sisters.
Okay. 6. I could use your help over here for a moment.
What am I helping with?
Just come here. It's a bit delicate. I need to tell you closely.
Okay.
Are you whispering?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
If anyone trying to random button or lever, do not fucking pull it, because that could be the lever to the hollow floor.
Maybe.
I'm going to, as Six leans down to sort of inspect my chest, I'm going to lean over and whisper into his ear. There's a camera in the upper corner, and I'll tell him exactly where it is. And I'll say, and there's a false on the wall next to that shelf.
Okay.
Maybe you could grab. Actually, could you grab me a tool from that shelf over there? And he will point just side of the false panel so that you know where in the general direction he's talking about.
What, this one?
No.
This wall.
It's yeah. He would point directly at that. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm gonna investigate the wall.
The camera does have view of you. And as you approach the wall, it stops doing its rotating mechanism and instead is just looking at you.
Interesting. Does Jacob also see this happen?
Yeah. Oh, quick glance, you can see it.
Jacob is going.
We're back to normal now.
What?
What?
He's really looking for that tool.
What? What? Okay. Whoa.
Two hogs this time. Slide to the left.
Are you gonna
You're
make
having
a slide
way too much stuff. Would you like to make
Slide to the
make a
right.
stealth check, or are you just gonna keep doing this?
At least let me get a crisscross. Good down.
Jacob is like, I love your dance, Six, but I could really use that
We
tool.
really need to like figure out what's going on here. It's quite a. It's literally a
I will
matter of life
I will
and death.
try to stealthily like investigate
go
the
for it.
wall while
Go try and
looking
make a
for.
stealth check while hiding from. What's that?
20.
You feel pretty well hidden, Six.
Nice. I'm gonna investigate the wall.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Shit,
about up.
baby.
Okay, Jacob was definitely right with this wall, Six. As you sort of touch and temper with it, you press in very gently, and you hear a click come from the other side. And as you slowly pull it back, you do hear a slow crossbow mechanism also pulling back. And so you reaffix it. You know there is something that's definitely, probably a crossbow that's about to shoot you if you attempt to continue pulling it off. What are you doing?
Did I just pull it off anyway?
Okay.
You think it's a crossbow, though you're not sure. It's the
I'm not
closest
gonna
thing
say
you've heard it to.
because I'm literally across the room. I can't table talk this.
You can table talk it. I'll allow it.
What if you held something up quickly, and and just
put it up to the hole.
Let it catch the arrow, because there's plenty of scrap around here. There's plenty of something.
So just grab a book and just put it up to the hole where it's gonna fire.
Okay.
The bookshelf.
It will have to be a sleight of hand check. Because you pulling this thing off will immediately, you assume, fire the mechanism, and you'd have to put the book in front of it. You cannot see the hole currently.
Okay then.
So, would you like to do
Fuck.
this?
Yes.
Well, you've rolled, so you're now doing it.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, 6. You slowly pull back the mechanism, and with your other hand slightly shaking, realizing, gonna have to be quick with this. You tear back the panel, and into the center of your mask, into your cheek, you feel a crossbow bolt pierce it and hit you. Could you make me a con save?
Sure.
Jacob?
It's
Across
20.
the room, you have also heard the ping. Meaning, this guy's probably also heard the ping.
I will lean down and pick up, quote unquote, the tool that I just dropped.
Okay. Make me a performance check. 6. You do feel something inject into you, but you quickly shake it off, sort of slapping yourself awake slightly. As you look back and see that the crossbow bolt has now fired. You do see another chamber be loaded into the crossbow bolt. Now that you're staring at it, down the barrel.
Panel that didn't see anything on the panel besides the crossbow.
I was about to say that. Calm down. Calm down, Jake. It's okay. I will explain. There is stuff.
Relax.
You find a silver key, where at the end of the key there is also this slightly blue glowing globule of some sort of matter. It looks to be metallic, but still unsure. There is this silver key.
I'll attempt to grab it.
At this point, what the hell's going on? What happened? Heard something.
I just dropped something. It was quite a bit of a stressful situation, and my fingers, though
6?
mechanical, slipped.
Walk, step,
I rolled a
footstep,
stick.
footstep. What are you doing?
He's going to sort
Have
of.
I grabbed the key or no?
It's on there. You have not grabbed it yet.
I'm
Jake,
gonna try and grab the key. And shut it.
Add the I can't say what the key is actually called, so add the blue and silver key to your
Add custom item, silver key.
Jacob, what are you doing?
I am going to say, can you just would you mind holding? Do you have a light for this candle? I would really appreciate some extra light inside of my chest while I work. You seem to be a
Some light directly into my chest, please.
I'll make a roll. Jacob, odd or even?
Even.
Okay. Yeah, hang on. And he grabs a flashlight from one of his pockets and sort of points it. Right, so you dropped something here, did you? I don't even see it. What's...
Oh, no, I've got it.
6?
Fine, I just...
You may reaffix the panel.
Yeah.
I'll refix the panel.
At this point, we shall transfer to Lotto, who is currently.
Fuck yeah, bro. That could have gone so wrong, but we pulled it a little bit off. Like,
Bitch, fuck you. Tell that to my mask, bro.
we will. I will heal you as much as required. Not.
Lotto,
I take damage from it. My
will
fucking mask
pay-
is destroyed.
I will pay you for.
Is the map really blurred for anyone else? Oh no, never mind, it's fixed.
It does that.
Yeah.
Also, while I'm here. Sorry, I was fixing the map downstairs, so I didn't have much time to add this one.
That's right.
So,
I'm going to go get myself some snacky cheese.
snacky boy. Okay. So, let me reveal these areas now. As well as this man revealing that he sees you. What are you doing?
Hello. I'm just gonna nod to him and head towards the toilet.
Okay. It's this way, down the hallway.
Okay.
So.
Hmm?
Hey,
How are you doing today?
you're not meant to be up here, sir. I don't think.
What?
I think the lady said you should be downstairs.
Sorry. Excuse.
Bro couldn't think of an excuse, so he just said excuse.
Excuse me. I'm dumbfounded.
Roll a persuasion
Are you
check.
saying I should defecate all over the floor?
Well, there are downstairs bathrooms, sir.
Clearly there are not. I was given a brief tour. I was told there was a lounge, there was a workshop, and that there was another seating area, and then a basement.
There is also.
And as I've been here before, I did go to the toilet that was here upstairs.
I could
so
lead you if you want to.
I simply wish to go up here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to maybe actually have a nap.
Entitled old man energy right here. I love it.
Also, this is drawn incorrectly.
Oh, yeah, could I also look around a little bit and see anything else?
Would you like to make an investigation check? Is that what you're asking for?
Perception, sure, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If
Also,
there's
there is
something
a
to
door
investigate.
here. I just fucked up. I need to add a custom. This is the bathroom door.
Ba-donk.
Uh,
Hell yes, that's my second natural one in 2 rolls. Whoa. Incredible. think
as you're
both
looking
were
around, Lano, one thing you do notice,
Like, what's down this corridor, for one?
oh, may see that. Give me a sec. There is a man who's become part of the wall. That's okay.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, I see him there.
He's now stepped out of the wall.
I'm just going to go to the toilet, thank you very much.
You do see this man reaching for his rifle.
Mhm.
Now, sir, must say you probably have lost your wits, sir. So if you just let me
Yes.
guide you
Yes,
very
I know,
shortly.
it's just around this corner, and then
No.
it's the first door on the left.
No, sir, you
I
see.
think.
No, sir. Right. He's gonna attempt
See,
to grapple you.
it's right, it's right. He can try.
Okay. That is a 15. Attempt to grab you.
Damn, that's a 14. Because I'm rolling
Right.
like absolute dog.
And he sort of wraps his rifle
Sorry,
around you.
Excuse,
Sir,
sorry.
sir,
Gives you a
sir,
big
Excuse
muscular.
me,
Sir,
excuse me.
sir,
Sir,
no.
excuse
And
me.
he will begin dragging you.
Excuse. Okay, I'm gonna break out of it.
Well, he dragged you
Just
back
gonna-
a few feet, and then go attempt. Oh fuck! Well, you break out. I'm not gonna roll.
Good
Yes.
luck.
What's that?
Just
20,
going to-
a 20
Just
what?
going to lift him up. 27.
What?
Lift
Sir-
him up and plonk him down. Sorry, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go down this way. Thank you. What is it? Just those are the doors. Oh, I see. Is that the toilet?
That is the toilet.
Excellent. I'm just gonna get inside of here and just wait for about 5 minutes.
You very quickly start hearing, "Sir, open up, sir, sir."
There is a lock on it, right?
There is a lock.
Okay, great. I've locked it.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, it will take me a while. I'm quite old, and my back.
No, you can't be up here, sir. Edward, go grab Abigail. It's a commotion. And you hear, all right. Also, I gotta go grab her. As you cannot see what's going on.
Abigail's gonna be like, "What is it?" And he'll
No.
be like, "The turtle's shitting
I
upstairs."
see things like the wall, and that's about. Now I see nothing, but this thin line right here.
Shut the fuck up. Look how scary this is. This is.
Yeah, Lana doesn't get scared. Lana's a big boy. So dark in here. I'm so lonely.
So scary. Yeah. While that's happening, Ione, Basil, are you doing anything, or are you just vibing? I'll take that as a just vibing. Right. What the fuck? Oh. That's not good.
Are you good?
Neve, you know that those pocket watches we got?
Did you
I just
break it?
opened mine and the entire lens on the front of the pocket watch came out. Like the whole thing just popped. It didn't even like break. It just like it left. Anyway, that's not important.
Let this shit on out.
So yes. Up next is Coco. Coco, are you doing anything while Mr. Schitzler and these
Was
two
it
idiots?
Oh, yes.
I asked Neve and Basil
Yes,
if they were
she
doing anything,
mentioned that yeah.
but I know she's taking it easy today, so I'm just gonna assume they're vibing.
Okay.
Lano, you're getting deleted. So is this guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, Coco, are you doing anything currently? Morgan. Morgan?
Morgan?
Hello?
Are you doing anything?
Right now, no, but he will be doing stuff in a bit. Right now, he just wants to sit down for a bit. But he will be doing some stuff, probably next turn.
I'm. You're not gonna look around.
I will next turn.
Okay.
Actually, I want to do another door that's to the left of the basement. Into the wine cellar. I want to go in that door.
You want to go to the what? The what?
The other wine cellar. There's a door to like a smaller area to the left of it.
Yeah, the one that Pink, Lucrezia, and Booker all just went down into.
Yeah,
Yes.
the one to the left of that.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I assume that's where you're heading.
Yep. Let me check.
So this room here. Just check.
Yeah, sorry, I'm quickly dishing up food. Yeah, that room there, yeah.
I mean, there's no guards left to stop it.
Yeah.
The village isn't.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, he's talking.
It's probably like a storage closet or cleaning closet now.
Make me an investigation check.
Sure.
If you're looking around. One of these days he will roll, and it will be glorious.
16.
Okay. As you look around Coco, you do find a handwritten note, which I will send to you in a bit. But
Okay.
for now,
He's just gonna sit on one of the boxes and read it. And then that's my turn.
yeah. Anyway, I don't have a basement level for this map. I can go download one real quick. It's kind of I cannot.
Can you,
Then
is there a third floor that you can use?
I'm looking for one. Give me a moment. Yes, there is one actually. Wow, this is incredible. Oh, interesting. Right.
You-
So, give me a moment.
stop doing the voice.
Say stop.
Yeah. So, Lucretia and Tink. Mike, Magic Mike, leads you down these set of stairs to this very damp and cold cellar. As you are sort of looking around and investigating, roll me some perception checks, both of you.
Hold on. Sorry.
But you are just looking and not getting handsy.
I had a plan, but now that's changed, so...
What is your plan?
My plan was to go in the door that Mike was guarding, but Coco went in, so...
You mean this door?
Oh, it
'Cause
looked
that-
like
that-
he was
that-
more on the other wall.
There is no door here. I should say.
Ah, okay. That it looked like that's where he was. Is there one on the right?
Is there one on the right? There is. What do you mean?
Like, is there a door on the right? Like,
Here?
yeah.
Give me a sec. I might not have revealed it properly. There's. You see that? There is a door. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
There is a doorway.
Um.
It leads to the Satan. Dun dun dun. But you guys are currently downstairs with Magic Mike currently. So.
Okay. I thought we were still up in this little area.
No, you've gone
then
down
yeah.
to the basement, but I don't have a basement map for you yet. Just currently, but I will get that to you shortly. Yes, you are in
Okay.
this damp and dark one, so I could both of you make me some perception checks if you're looking around. But if you're not and you're just here to sample the wines, you can certainly do that.
That'd be great if I actually did the command.
Lucretia, could you as well?
I don't know if they're back. Are they?
Lena? No, I think they're dead.
Perception.
Yes, please.
7. Hold on, I'll go see if Amina is around. Hold on, 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's not been a very lively session about that. Like that. Sorry, guys. It's not been very uppity.
That's all right. I mean, I understand at the beginning. It's really just getting us to do something. It's the hard part.
Well, it's like it's not that you guys have been doing great. You've been thinking things out more than I expected you to, and been going through certain decisions that I've been liking. It's just no, it's been good. Like genuinely, you guys are great players. Honestly, I cannot stress that enough. You guys are great players. I enjoy like DMing. But you're all suck. No.
I mean, I'm pretty shit player, but
Nah, you're honestly, man. Like you're fine. You are fine. It's just certain things that you do in the group that make people not like you. That just happens. It's not a failure of role playing. I don't think. I think it's just the way you think through situations. But no, you guys are like great players, and it's just yeah, you've been doing fine. Like at the start, I was mainly joking with the. So what do you guys like to do? So what would you guys like to do? Please tell me what you'd like to do. Please, please. I cannot have a man come in and rob the. I mean, I can have a man come in and rob the store, but what would that achieve?
Anyways.
You just punch him and he dies. How many of you there are? I can't just have like lone vigilantes. Like.
I hope I wasn't too hasty with the exploration of the map, but I just got right to it. I was like, oh well, I could just go straight there and make some excuse and then just start exploring.
No, like that's fine. That's kind of what I wanted. You're doing great, guys.
You're doing great, Dad.
You're doing great, Dad. By the way, where's Mom?
Son, have some back.
You should have Ligma, son.
Your mother has. What's Ligma, Dad? Oh no.
Just troll face smile.
Grins.
But yes.
Oh.
I think we might call this session a bit early.
At least
because I think everyone's sort of dying and winding down. I know Neve isn't well currently, and Amina and
yeah
seem to be not in the best position, so we might call it soon. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, sorry, Amina, we didn't know you were BRB. I mean, that's fine. If your lungs are dying, there's not much you can do about that, you know. I can't tell you to get better now, can I? It's not something I am able to do. Tell you what. How about we wrap up the situation with Lono? And then we'll end the session there. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can play some
Jacob and Six are just downstairs, and all we hear is just like shaking from upstairs. And it's like,
what the fuck is going on? Yes, we'll return back to Lono, who's been. Have you been taking a shit?
No.
Would you like to eat your laxatives?
No. Keep them for
yes. After some time, Lono, of sort of continuous banging.
I'm gonna kind of fumble around a bit and just go, sorry, just washing my hands. Give me a moment.
You do hear some very familiar metallic footsteps approach. Did somebody DC? You do see some metallic footsteps just walking to you. Yeah. Walking. And eventually you hear a very familiar voice speaking to you. Are you in there, Lono?
What? Yes. I. Who? Hello? Who said that?
Abigail. Are you in there?
Abigail. Abu?
Abu.
Hold on, I'll just be a moment.
I hate the fact that Abigail's like, a boo boo. Like, no.
A boo. Sorry.
A refined lady like that should not be saying that.
Oh my back.
Can I not say fucking one sentence without dying?
I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba do. Dabba dee dabba die.
Jacob just muttering to himself.
Didn't realize I was that loud. I'm going to open the door.
Oh. You didn't see that. Okay. Right, well, yeah, you open the door, and on the other side you see a very exasperated man, and Abby.
Abigail. Yo. Hi. It's, hope you're well.
Same with you, I suppose.
Yes, I'm
Would
very
you like to tell me why you ignored my guard's advice on to come up here?
Hmm? Up where?
To the bathroom.
Well, I needed to go to the toilet, clearly.
You did tell him there were toilets downstairs.
Wait,
Yeah,
there were
I did,
toilets
like,
downstairs?
immediately. I told him, like, right away. Like, not even, like, a second chance. But he just continued walking. And
I'm
you
good,
see
guys.
Abigail
I've-
just sort of nod and nod and go, does sound like it. Lono, please, step out into the hallway. While I step
Yes,
into the
but
fucking
I'm-
shadow realm.
I'm done now, so quite alright. I don't, you know.
I
don't
would
need to
like
do
to.
anything else.
I would like to leave.
She pushes past you
Mhm.
and looks inside.
Abigail's fucking weird.
Are you okay
And
there?
you relieved yourself, did you, Lono?
Yes. Again, I'm gonna clang my shell. It's a bit of a process. Don't exactly like to do it in public.
Mecha eyes scanning for poop particles. None detected.
None detected.
You are a
liar. So he doesn't need to look to know Lono's lying. Let's be honest. Lono could just roll me a deception check, and it would already prove he's wrong. So please do so, Lono. See?
16.
Oh, that's higher than I thought it would be. And okay.
But to be honest, I also just wanted to freshen up a little bit.
She will sort of just step back out and go. So, I hear from one of my guards that you wish to speak with.
Always. But we wanted to know what our next move should be.
I did inform that when I had discovered something wrong but very well, I cannot punish you for being
We simply have nothing to do, and some of the members are quite lacking in patience,
Would you be one of those, Lana?
depending on the situation.
When I
Sometimes
really have
like to.
Yes.
Sometimes I like to go quick. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow.
I'm sorry.
Shall we go greet your friends then? And we will discuss the next part of our journey. Come along.
Well, I did hear from one of your guards that the master is awake.
James is awake, yes.
Could I speak to him?
What would you need to tell him?
I simply wish to speak to him, to be perfectly honest. We are somewhat employed by you, I would like to see. At least know what I'm defending somewhat, I suppose. We met him, well, kind of went to sleep. We didn't really get to talk that much, did we? I was hoping to maybe chat some more. Kindred spirits. Felt that bond almost, you know.
Fellow old man you want to talk to?
What the fuck?
Abigail sort of looks you up and down, assessing your true intentions. She will make. This is I didn't expect to be doing two vibe checks on my own players, but here we are. Both on the same player. What is your intention? She will roll. Would you like to attempt to hide it, or will you just be?
I'm quite literally trying to have a chat with you, dude. I just want to get to know him a bit more. You know.
Okay. Abigail will sort of, once assessing your intention, turn to you and go. Tell you what, if we gather up you and all your little friends, we can all have a conversation, can't we?
Oh, well, I suppose. I was hoping to have some more time.
If he feels up to it, I might allow that time, if he is so inclined.
Yes, with him, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now shall we?
Please do lead the way. Oh, wait, I need to actually move. Oh.
I'm sorry, where the fuck did you go? I know I'm in Abigail voice, but where the fuck did you go?
I don't know. I was never here.
He's in the void.
Gun died.
On the walk down.
Mm-hmm.
So, have
Yep.
we found anything? Any investigations? Do you have any news? We've been gone for a couple of days.
Yeah,
Bless you, Abigail. I didn't realize you could
Thank
sneeze.
you.
Very cute sneeze. Well done. How quaint. Metallic too. It kind of vibrated a little.
You pretend that conversation didn't just happen.
What com- it did very much. Totally happened.
So, through our brief reports that we've gotten from our scouts, we have discovered that Talgric has returned to the swamp, although on very high alert. We are
Just the time to
currently
strike.
planning. Yes, glad we think the same at the moment. We are planning a breakthrough upon his outskirts. However, the swamp will make movement difficult, and some of our more fearful soldiers do not wish to set foot to it, you see.
Would they have? Would you be joining us?
That is currently undecided.
Well.
Something has cropped up, you see. An old friend of ours is coming to visit.
Oh, well,
Or
that's
at least
quite
so
good
we've been
news.
told.
Oh, that sounds like less good.
Well, it's nothing you to worry yourself about.
Okay. Well, I would personally. Sorry, I'm very distracted by someone. I would personally love to actually fight with you one time. You seem like quite the capable combatant, a staunch ally.
She thinks for a few moments about how to respond, but doesn't, and does feel, from what you can tell, Lono, a little proud of herself as she
Okay.
you guys. Yeah. Now, she does go in and sees that there are only these three. Basically, Io just cuddling Touge as Basil is also petting Touge. And she will turn to Lono and go, "Do you know where the rest are?"
Ah, yes, of course. Six and the robot went to the workshop. Something about some problem that it was having. I didn't really understand, to be honest. But I believe that the twins had headed towards the. I forget the wine cellar. They wish to see some of your wares and compare, I believe.
I see. Well, let's go gather them. And
Wares?
that will be the end of today's session. We'll be ending it a bit early because of everyone's current
Ailments.
situation.
Dead.